Hey, good morning, folks. I'm back out on the Bruce Trail. It is Sunday. I believe it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I just thought I would take a little minute to talk about parents. When my kids first started school, you have those parent-teacher meetings. And in kindergarten, at least at our school, parents had to wait out in the hallway to wait their turn. And so you'd be sitting out there and you'd be talking to parents, and of course they're bragging their kids up. One parent would be sitting there, well, my son's going to be a famous hockey player. The kid's 5 years old, and we don't know this stuff, but they do. And this other woman is telling my daughter how she's going to be a famous ballerina. She's wonderful, she's so talented, yet she's tripping over her shoelaces in the hallway. And, it goes on. They're going to be a teacher, they're going to be this or that. At 5 years old, if your kids know how to tie their shoes up, wipe their nose, and count to 30, count your blessings. But, and then as you go, you get to know these parents. And as you get older, I decided I was going to volunteer to teach, to assist my son in his coaching. Thing was, I didn't know anything about hockey, so my son assisted me, so I could be assistant coach. At least that's what I called myself. I was more of an encourager. But anyways, as you go through, you get to know the kids, the parents and stuff. Then you get into hockey and soccer and baseball and football and so on. And, the little boy in grade 5, or in kindergarten, is now in grade 5. The dad is really pushing for this kid to be, on the Toronto Maple Leafs or on a famous hockey team. And he's going to do it. He's talented. But then you look at the kid, he's maybe 4 foot nothing. A bad windstorm, he could just be blown away. It reminds me of a kid on my son's team. I'll just call him Mark. And he was 4 foot nothing. The rest of the kids were like 6 foot. They get their hockey stuff on, their skates on. It's almost like they're 7 foot. And here's Mark, maybe 4 foot, put a pair of skates on, 4'5". He doesn't weigh anything. So you could probably imagine what's going to take place, because boys are rough. In hockey, it's a rough sport. And so this kid takes the ice, he's going out there, and the bigger kids on the opposing team knocks him straight on his ass, first time out. So Mark's parents are sitting in the thing, they're screaming, come on Mark, come on Mark. So Mark gets up and he's whooshed again. This, doing the splits across the ice. Parents are screaming at him, come on Mark, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. So through the whole season, he's smashed, banged, thrown into the thing. He ends up with a slight concussion. And he ends up with a groin injury. So, but the parents still want to play hockey. We paid $700 for this. We wanted to play hockey. And bam, he goes out on the ice. So the coach finally sees how Mark is in so much pain in his groin and everything, kicks him off the team until he gets better. The parents come up and they're screaming, oh my God, Marky's going to be famous this, famous that. Meanwhile, the kid's sitting there, his eyes are spinning in his head. He can hardly walk because of his groin injuries. And they're screaming at us. Then there's the parents who figure their kids are going to be lawyers in kindergarten. They're going to be a famous lawyer, famous attorney. By the time they get to grade 9, they need a famous attorney because they're sitting there in class, spaced out of their tree. the parents have no clue that the kid is so wasted on pot, whatever, but still, he's going to be a famous attorney. You know, by the end of the school year, the parents are no longer speaking, and the kid's sitting in the courthouse because he just got busted. The famous ballerina, by the time she gets in grade 11, is car hopping and having sex at every turn. Parents aren't talking. You know, parents really have to chill out and pay attention. You know, there's one soccer mom. She was driving her kids to, like a group full of kids to soccer. Yet, the three in the back seat are blitzed out of their tree. You know, they have no clue. Kids, you know, it's crazy. But anyways, you know, they really got to relax. But it's funny because the parents will not admit. But I always liked it. You know, I was an assistant coach. I volunteered to drive some of the kids. So I tried to be the cool dad in the minivan. You know, you can't be cool in the minivan, okay? You're driving along, you know, you can't do it. But anyways, I was trying, you know, and so I pulled up to school, and I was blasting AC/DC's Highway to Hell. I guess that's not a good thing to instill trust in parents that their kid is going into a band where you're playing Highway to Hell. No, it's not going to cut it. I found it hilarious. So as soon as I found out it really bugs people, I did it all the time. Of course, embarrassed the hell out of my kids, but I found it hilarious. You know, pull up to high school and you're blasting. If you want to get high, cocaine, you know, really, the teachers are looking, the parents are looking. Oh, I was busting a gut. But really, some kids, they're going to be famous singers. They put them on stage, and they're in this concert, and they're trying to sing, yet they couldn't carry a note in a bucket. It's unbelievable. You know, the kid's up there crying, because the kid knows she can't sing or he can't sing, but yet they're in the parents is standing up, videotaping every second of this kid's embarrassment. Other parents are laughing and sniggering along, because parents are very cruel. Because if you're sitting in the audience and you see someone else's kid making an ass of themselves, you're sitting back going, "Oh wow, thank God that's not my kid doing it to me." But then the next thing you know, your kid gets up, because this is going to be a great dancer, and falls flat in her ass, and they're videotaping it. I mean, what are you doing? You're videotaping your kid's embarrassment. Oh, man, I don't get it. I don't get it. I wasn't one of the popular parents. You know, because I could see some of these kids, they were just blitzed out of their head, and taking the ice, falling on their ass, and the parents are videotaping it, not a clue. But this Mark, he ended up playing through the whole 4 or 5 seasons. Every time he got the ice, bam, he's on the ice, you know, flattened. Or one of the kids, and they knew, and the coaches knew. So the coaches tried to put the kid in a position where less likely to get hurt. But the other team knew that this kid could hardly skate. He could hardly stand up. And so, you know, they knew to get him. But then there was another parent. Their son couldn't skate. Like, this was like, I would say grade 10. He couldn't skate, never been on the ice before. And signs him up for hockey, pays the $700. Signs him up, comes out to the coach. I'm standing there listening, and the coach says, well, maybe he should take skating lessons. You know, maybe he should oh no, he's going to play, he wants to play. So what do? Put him on the ice. He's out there 5 minutes, the next thing you know, bam, he's slammed on the ground, you know, flat out like this, like a bloody pancake. And the parents are going, yeah! Some parents are extremely cruel. If you could be in the stands and watch your kid get slammed into the wall, and then you're sitting there cheering, videotaping your kid's most embarrassing, painful moment, that's sadistic. That's bad. Anyways, that's just my rant. Maybe next time I'll do some of my other kids' friends. Oh, some of them were winners. I think the parents were even worse. Okay. Cheer. Over and out. Toodaloo to my wife.